I didn't know you were such a slacker.
If the Tenryou Commission won't assist in dealing with the thunderstorm, the consequences could be...
It's not that we're unwilling to do our part. We just don't have any spare hands right now.
Exactly. So let's keep the discussion going and see if we can find a solution.
Hey, Toma! What's going on?
Hello you two. We were just talking about what an impact you've made in Inazuma.
Greetings. Thank you both again for delivering Miss Hiragi's letter that time.
Ah, so they're friends of yours. I'm Master Kamaji's servant. Call me Ippe.
Well, the Tri-Commission's work used to consist of gathering information for the Shogun and carrying out, but recently she announced that she wishes to spend some time in solitude and self-reflection. We all understand if the Shogun needs some quiet time to gather her thoughts. The only problem is, in the meantime, the thunderstorm out at sea has been getting wilder. Yep, that's the one. And all the time it's been there, the storm has never changed in shape or size.
What? So her will's changed and she wants to destroy Inazuma now? Or is this her way of Oh yeah, you're right! If she really wanted to get revenge, which would also be pretty...
I don't think you need to worry about that. The reason we're...
Considering Liyue's god left not too long ago, it's hard not to take it as a bad sign. A lot of people now believe that the thunderstorm is getting wilder because the almighty Shogun is having health problems. The fact that she won't see anyone right now makes us
Right. So, before rumors start spreading, Miss Kamisato got me to come here and discuss countermeasures with the Tenryou Commission. We need to make sure we're prepared to deal with the...
Unfortunately, the reality is that the Tenryou Commission is facing huge internal instability at the moment.
Huh? What?
The Kujo clan is still awaiting the Shogun's trial for colluding with the Fatui and nearly destroying the whole of Inazuma. Everyone knows that a change of commissioner is inevitable. It's just a matter of time before the almighty Shogun hands down...
To put it simply, no one will take orders from the Kujo clan anymore. But they're...
If Mr. Takayuki was in better health, there might be a way through. But now...
My lack of ability is to blame. I failed to uncover the truth in time, and I failed to stop my father.
Don't blame yourself, Master. You have to at least keep your chin up until your older brother returns. The Kujo clan...
Yes, you're right. Masahito has enough on his plate at the moment. Okay, Toma, let's revisit this discussion in a few days. Right now, I need to go visit Takatsukasa Susumu, head of the Takatsukasa clan. He's the only one...
I suppose. Well, okay, no problem.
I'll come with you, Master.
No need.
Okay.
If you think about it, both the thunderstorm situation and the issue with the Tenryou Commission, if things carry on like this, people will start to panic!
Huh? You can actually do that?
Don't know for sure, but we may as well try! Whether she takes...
Sounds like you guys know what to do. Shall I... You know, everyone's worrying about the Shogun's condition, but if people... Thank you very much.
The way Paimon sees it, there's only one person who might have the chance to see the Shogun while she's isolated. Let's take a trip to the Grand...
What's the hurry?
I wasn't expecting to receive VIP shrine visitors during downtime. So I suppose you're here just to visit. What a smooth talker. Though your eyes do not lie as convinced, still, your answer has put me in a good... So tell me.
We heard the Shogun decided to take a break, and since then the Rumor has it that the thunderstorm is affected by the Shogun's will, so people are worrying that something might be wrong with him.
All right. Since the battle, the Shogun has been greatly troubled and her temperament has changed.
What?
Her power was already on the decline. Then you dealt her the defeat was a heavy blow to her. It also didn't help that I forgot to bring her some tricolor dango and light novels when— Oh, the poor thing. Without desserts and books to console herself with, she—
You expect us to believe that a god would throw a temper tantrum over—
Before you get too indignant, consider the fact that Faye seeks eternity. To her, mortal lives come and go in the blink of an eye. Of what consequence to her? I don't know the details. She said she wanted to rest, and I have nothing pressing that requires her attention. So I have heard about the thunderstorm, though. As to the cause, it is not inconceivable that, as you suggest, her will has wavered somewhat. I am the only one in all of Inazuma who can visit her while she— But tell me, why should this concern me? Why should I do this for you, when I already have everything one could ever want, and have seen everything one could ever— Here is the pass permit. Show it to the Okuzumeshu at the gate.
Thanks, Miko!
My question was in jest, but since you answered it in earnest, please— Oh, and don't forget to return the pass—
Protection of the Electro-Archon. May the blood...
Narukami, please. See that he stays.
What's the hurry?
The almighty Shogun has requested solitude. No visitors—
Oh, we've got a pass permit!
Don't be ridiculous. Lady Guji never gives her pass permit to another person. Not even esteemed travelers. Guji-ai is only authorized to hold that pass permit because— Wait, this is— authentic! Understood. Then as the Shogun has ordered, I must not stand in your way. Apologies. Please proceed. Since the Shogun is resting at this time, please be especially respectful and make sure your behavior is impeccable.
Look how she's pacing back and forth. Don't you think she looks a little anxious?
How did you get in? Trespassers are to be eliminated at once.
Wait, no, it's us! Oh, why are you we made amends, didn't we? Also, we got in by
Denied. Use of force has been forbidden. Anyway, be gone. Do not disturb my solitude. That is of no concern. This is my recuperation.
What did you make of this? She's acting strange, huh?
This body has no need of rest. But I am an assistant to the one within. If she wishes to—
Paimon gets it. So this is— But why? Surely you going about your business doesn't interfere with the place. She's got plenty of space in there. Seems like—
I do as she wishes. I can say no more than this. I cannot. In my current state, even if I went out, I am currently unwilling to deal with any business.
What do you—
It has been forbidden.
What should we do? It feels like this conversation is going nowhere.
Ah, it's you two. It's been a while. The Shogun can't do much at the moment. Come straight in and see me. It's not your first time. I don't see what there is—
So, is the Shogun broken? Are you—
Don't worry. The Shogun's not broken. Currently, the Shogun is unable to handle any business and cannot appear as me. So the easiest solution was to announce that I am resting. As I said, I need to think about Inazuma's eternity. But the Shogun is still running based on her old rules. I can't allow her to make any mistakes while—
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
No. She was not created to ever be turned off. Furthermore, I had even predicted at the time that I may wish to modify the Shogun's operational rules at some point, and that's why the Shogun has a robust system to safeguard against modification. It's also to protect against— For now, while I figure out the form that eternity should take, it's more effective for me to temporarily—
Oh, Paimon gets it now! The thunderstorm's getting out of control.
The thunderstorm is getting out of control?
Huh? Okay,
I see. So
you can fix it!
it's just a minor error. This kind of thing was bound to happen. A small modification to the Shogun should fix it. Don't look at me like that. I've never had to tinker with the Shogun before, and she's very complicated. It's practically inevitable. Yes, that's it. I'm not making excuses.
It's fine! Just as long as you can fix it is all.
Not much. As before, I can see the— But there is no urgency. To reach an ill-conceived verdict in haste, just for the sake of having reached one, would be a confusion of priorities.
If everyone sees that the Shogun is in good health, and who knows, a change of scenery
You mean— leave the plane of Yuthai? Yes, you're right. After all, the Shogun is currently unable to take care of All right, then. Since the theme of the day is a change of pace, you can just call me—
What? But you're just A's consciousness, aren't you?
I have my ways. I would never subject myself to imprisonment
Oh, great! Then there's nothing to worry about.
Tour guides?
Someone to show you around the Inazuma of today and give you tips on where to eat and how to—
Is this the marketplace? It's a far cry from how I remember it. The stores have changed, and so have—
It's the Shogun! What is the almighty Shogun doing here?
Isn't the Shogun sick?
I appeared—
Well, what did you expect? The almighty Shogun makes an impromptu appearance in town? People are gonna—
Patrolling the streets is the Tenryou Commission's job. The Shogun has a lot of information to process and Additionally, the Shogun has no need of recreation. There would be no need for her to—
So, what do we do now?
Why? It's not like I'm here to cause trouble. That's
It was more the ordinary people that Paimon was worried about. Never mind.
People still use Mora in commercial transactions, I assume.
Yep, same as ever. Just as shiny and just as hypnotic. Wait a second. Hey, are you saying you don't have any Mora either?
Of course I don't. There is no need for commerce in the plane of Euthymia. If I ever need something, I can simply have one of the commissions bring it to me. Wait, what do you mean, either? Anyway, people seem to be behaving in a very orderly fashion. I don't see the liveliness you spoke of anywhere.
People aren't exactly gonna let their hair down in front of the almighty Shogun.
What is this stall selling? I don't believe I've ever seen this before.
What's the Shogun doing here? What am I supposed to do in this situation? Shogun,
It's all right. Relax. I'm just here to look around. Could you tell me about the items you're selling?
Of course. I've got all kinds of snacks here. Takoyaki, dango, and milk, and so on.
Huh? Milk?
It might sound odd, but it is in fact my specialty. You see, many of the stores in town are already very well established. I couldn't compete with them no matter what I sell. So my idea was to create some new combinations to give customers a novel experience. For example, my latest concoction is this dango milk. When the dango are worked into a viscous, the focus is not just the taste, but also...
Oh, dango with milk. I've never...
I'm sorry, Shogun. I've got no bone to...
I said relax. There's no need to go treading on eggshells. Do you really think the eternity...
Why do I feel like... Actually, it came to me by chance. A friend was catering once and made too many dango, so they gave some to... But there were more than I had use for. My milk wasn't selling well at that time either. And both so I thought I'd try mixing the two as I had nothing to lose. To my surprise...
A chance combination.
The almighty Shogun wants to try? Well, certainly.
Nice. It's sweet.
Yeah, it's definitely a drink, but it also feels like eating food.
It's a little bit like... Anyway, I like it.
I'm very glad you approve.
I imagine that an item as delicious as this dango...
Well, I won't lie to you.
Huh? So it's selling slowly?
Because most people aren't willing to give it a try. They think it's an unusual combination. I'm not saying the almighty Shogun has unusual tastes. Please.
I see. Well, that can be fixed.
No, almighty Shogun.
Is it? I just want them to try it. It would be a Of course. I've heard that most humans like desserts, so it's not unusual that I should enjoy them too. Miko... There's nothing like dessert for improving one's mood. By the way, Miko mentioned that she founded something called the Yai Publishing House. She's always bragging to me about it, but it's difficult for me to really imagine with...
Sure! Let's go and have a look!
Freeze!
Shogun! Almighty Shogun! What brings you to the Yai Publishing House?
No, not at all. Don't be...
Apologies. I still don't quite understand. Are you here to look into the...
She just wants to browse your book.
The Almighty Shogun wishes to... read...
Yes. Any recommendation?
The Yai Publishing House's novels are mostly targeted at the general public, and the...
I'm just here to try something new. There's no fun in reading the same kind of thing over and over again. Relax.
In principle, you're absolute...
It'll be fine. If there's anything the Shogun doesn't understand...
Well... Okay then. Please, there are some winning entries from the This Novel is Amazing competition. I've just finished... Don't take them too seriously.
Okay. Let's go then. Huh. How can the... I know every individual word in these books' titles. So why is it... Take this one, for example. The good thing about being reincarnated as a hilly churl... It's so long... Is it true that hilly churls grow stronger from eating Sansetias?
It's just a narrative device.
Narrative device. So it's... made up? What's the point of that? Also, I'm fairly certain that hilly churls can't write stories. So, does this author...
Paimon's starting to understand Kuroda's reservation. How about we choose for you? We can pick out some novels that are easier to understand and give you the scoop.
All right, then. I believe myself to be relatively well... I have high hopes, though. This seems like Miko's style, so I'm sure the stories are very...
Alright, leave it to us! This could be a pretty tough job. Let's see what we're up against. What a strange person. Someone like that could easily become the top martial arts pro in the world. You do have a point. And a character so determined to follow their ambition... The suspense Paimon only skimmed through, but Paimon can tell this girl has loved the main character with all her heart since childhood. Yeah, she has so much. The plot is really gripping. But would A really... With a premise like this, it's no wonder Kuroda was nervous about letting Paimon thinks it might be best not to bring this one up with A. We might, well, if someone turned into Paimon and did a bunch of stuff this Paimon would never do, Paimon would... That's all of them! Let's try to explain them to A.
The looks on your faces tell me you found some good stories.
Hey! Paimon thought we agreed not...
It's okay. I find it quite interesting. She would never use the Muso no Hitotachi as frivolously as she does in the pages of this book. Nor would she ever use it as a means of venting emotions. In reality, since there is such a great deal of difference between the story and the reality, I don't feel... That said, I hear that Yae Publishing House's novels are all reviewed by Miko herself, which means that the content of this book must have been approved by her.
So what do you think of Yae Publishing House's... Do you like the stories we picked?
What I take from these stories is not so much the content itself. Back when I decided to isolate myself in the plane of Euthymia, in accordance with my wishes, the Shogun did her best to create an eternal... But the fact is that both the food and the stories have... I disagree with your point of view. That's what... But the truth is right here in front of my eye.
And that's exactly why we brought you out, to take a look around. And sure, it's not the same as you remember, but one way or another, people are loving...
Yes, you're right. I'm wary of any, and thank you for inviting me out. This trip has been quite eye-opening. This may be an everyday occurrence for you. I've seen a lot, and it's made me think a lot. I really can't praise it highly enough. I hope I will remember it for...
Ooh, great idea! A's had a wonderful time, and a photo is the best way to...
Take a photo?
It's okay. Come with us. We'll find a scenic spot.
So,
We're taking a photo of you. Just leave the hard work to us. All you need to do... Basically, a photo makes a visual record of you at this very moment in time.
okay. So what exactly is striking a pose? Ah, I see. So in other words, I need to do some... the more I think about it... How should I pose? Help me out here. It should look good, but not too over the top. Okay, I'll try that. Okay, let's get started.
Let's pick a good angle to record this moment from. It's a wrap! Take a look! Here's the photo we...
Wow. This is a... But she doesn't seem to be able to move or talk. I thought it would turn out poorly because I felt rather rigid. The pose is exactly the same, and so is the scenery in the background.
That's what makes it so special!
Hang on. I'm still struck. So, the one in this photo, if it's not me, then why does she look exactly like me?
Okay, that's way above Paimon's head. Hey, that's right! Do you think the show...
Of course I do. It was never my intention to place control of Inazuma.
So then, who does that make you?
Well, I'm still me. There is no doubt about that. My existence... I am me. There is only one of me. But the Shogun, for example, is one of my forms of existence.
In that case, this picture is one of your forms.
So even I, who seeks eternity, am constantly... Then, how can I ask Inazuma and everyone who lives... Everything I have encountered on this journey with you has been from... You've seen a lot of my ignorant side today. Maybe you can't tell, but all based on what I have seen today... I am forced to accept, but it would be incorrect to conclude from this that the Inazuma of today, both the Vision Hunt Decree and the statue of the omnipresent God, were conceived as a means of bringing about eternity. Perhaps...
Sounds to Paimon like Ace figured, and that means that we've done a really good...
Master Kamaji! Master Kamaji!
Why is it getting so Oh, that sounded like Ippei.
Ippei? Is that someone from the Ten...
Yep, let's find out what's going on. Hey, Ippei! What's...
It's you. Huh? You must be looking for my master, Kujo Kamaji? I am very sorry, he's not here at the moment.
It's okay. I'm not here to see him. We just heard you calling him.
Yes. Master Kamaji still hasn't returned from the negotiation. In fairness, he does have a habit of taking long walks and coming back late. It's perfectly possible that he just... But for some reason, today...
Kujo Kamaji. A descendant of the...
That's right. Apologies, since the head of the clan is in poor health at the moment, and Master Masahito is rarely home, Master Kamaji...
I have heard that things are quite tumultuous with the Tenryou Commission.
Forgive us, almighty Shogun. The Kujo clan has failed in its... The Kujo clan's reputation is damaged, and its power over the Tenryou Commission is in decline. Plus you, So... Master Kamaji decided to enter negotiations with the Takatsukasa clan.
Surely they would be discussing something like that at their headquarters.
Actually, they decided to hold this one elsewhere. I'm a little confused as to why, to be honest. The meeting place is in the mountains near the Grand Narukami Shrine. I believe the Takatsukasa clan have some kind of base.
Takatsukasa. Another familiar name. They have been...
Yes, that's why Master Kamaji decided to discuss things with them. I understand they must have had... I've searched all over the city. He really hasn't returned yet. Yeah, I thought of that possibility too. But someone of my rank can't just go venturing into Takatsukasa clan territory like that. No need. I'm probably just overthinking things. Besides, I'm only a lowly servant. But Master Kamaji and I grew up together. I'm not as smart as Master, so I can't really share his burdens. But the last thing I'd want would be for him to come to harm when I could have...
What do you think?
Let's go see what's happening. With me present, they are unlikely to blame you, even if we do happen to... Besides, this has only come about because I failed to make a timely decision.
Thank you so much, Shogun. I'll keep looking around in the meantime, too. Let me mark out the location of the base for you. I hope everything goes...
I can't think of a reason anyone would want to build a structure like this deep in the mountain. I feel something that doesn't belong.
Huh?
We should proceed with caution. The Kujo clan descendant may well... down!
Rain outlines your fate. Ring!
Cool it! What's the...
Very...
Why are there Ronin here? This is a Tenryou Commission base!
Something is not right. We must remove all those who stand in our way.
Cool it! Dodge this! Finally!
Very perfect distance!
What's the hurry?
Shine down!
Let's get down to business.
Let me leave you first. No, my sword!
This moment will be frozen!
Inazuma shines eternal!
Very... Very...
There is no escape!
It's my lucky day!
Now you shall perish!
Very... Very... See no more!
Don't get frostbite!
Ring cutter! No, my sword!
Cool it! Dodge this!
Illusion shattered!
To the fairy! It's my lucky day!
Burn to oblivion!
Cool it! This moment will be frozen.
Let me weave you a verse. Rain outlines your...
Shine down! Now you shall perish!
The fairy. My blade. The fairy.
Illusion shattered!
Freeze!
No, my sword!
Shine down!
Cool it!
There is no escape!
Don't push your luck. Dodge this!
No, my sword!
End you!
Freeze!
Illusion shattered! Inazuma shines eternal!
It's Kujokawaji!
Almighty Shogun!
Shogun, what are...
Descendant of the Takatsukasa clan.
Oh, we're just discussing some minor issues that have cropped up in the Tenryou Commission.
And these minor issues warranted the secluded location and the hiring of Ronin and Kairagi.
Well, there's been a lot of turmoil lately.
Silence. Descendant of the Kujo clan. Your...
All right. I came here intending to negotiate, but it turned out all they were interested in was...
A written confession?
Yes. A statement acknowledging every crime committed by the Kujo clan since the inception of the Vision Hunt.
All factual statements, of course. Not a single one of them
I can't deny that. But it also emphasizes the Takatsukasa clan's achievements throughout the document, claiming they stood steadfast. These are all false.
Says who? Why, you two-faced...
I'm just stating the facts. I'm sure the almighty Shogun can discern the truth. All the Takatsukasa clan is trying to do is make themselves look... Why else would you push a false narrative in the written confession that paints your clan in a good light, and try to make me sign it?
What are you talking about? You're not under duress, we're just negotiating here.
I believe I now understand.
Don't listen to his nonsense. I'm sure you're well aware of the major failings of the Kujo clan. Surely you, of everyone, knows. Not...
You are quite mistaken if you think your dispute is of any interest to me. Descendant of the
well, yes, of course. It's the eternal pursuit of everyone in the Tenryou Commission.
Then the situation is not as complicated as you seem to have made it. After all, I am the one who appoints the Tenryou Commissioner.
Sorry, a duel?
The first Tenryou Commissioner demonstrated his will with the blade in his hand. That is why the title has been passed down. If you want me to appoint a new clan, then naturally...
Do
you not know how to wield a blade? Or do you simply doubt your abilities on a... Here you are talking about offering your life, and yet you are too of... Well, never mind. What about one of you, then? Anyone who can defeat me. Does not a single person dare to...
I will challenge you, almighty Shogun.
descendant of the Kujo clan. Regrettably, even—
I realize that. I don't stand a chance of winning against you anyway. I know full well that the mistakes my father made ought to— Even when I was executing the Vision Hunt decree, I had doubts about my father's decision, but that was as far as I went. I doubted, and I ruminated. I accept the Kujo clan's decline as punishment for my deeds. I can't even say that I failed to prevent it.
To be brutally honest, for someone of your strength—
Yes, I'm too weak. My father ignores me. My elder brother can't help me. But if nothing else, and right here, right now in the Kujo clan's final hours, just as the Shogun said a forefather of mine once showed, then please let me, Kujo Kamaji, end the story. This is my last chance to do something.
This is patently meaningless, but I accept. The Kujo clan's honor was forged with courage, tempered with integrity, and shines beyond life and death. Show me whether your blade can bear the weight of your name.
Ready to learn, Almighty Shogun.
Another anomaly in eternity. Nevertheless, it appears that the Kujo honor still courses through your veins. Kujo Kamaji is wounded. Descendants of the Takatsukasa clan, you may not have the courage to challenge me, but I trust—
Yes, of course. I apologize. I'm sorry.
I had heard that the Kujo clan is no longer fit to shoulder the work of the Tenryou Commission. However, following this duel, I have decided to— In the meantime, I expect the Takatsukasa clan to continue support—
As you instruct, so it shall be done. We would—
Finally, if you still think you can copy the Fatui strategy of providing me with deceptive information to produce flaws in my— You will see me appear once again as I have done today. Only next time—
Understood. Thank you, Almighty Shogun, for your wisdom—
That will do. I will have the Okuzumeshu come with me. Let's find a quiet place.
When it's time to deal with the situation, you—
Oh, you think so? I thought I was rather accommodating. If it had been the Shogun, I do believe he was prepared for that outcome. I could see it in his eyes. The Kujo clan has undergone a dramatic change from its glory days to its present decline. He has shown me how some things remain the same, even as— I also have you to thank. The things we experience—
So what's next Kujo clan. Will they get to carry on?
Not a chance. Even if their heir was someone who showed promise, their past still. I will give them a little more time. The Shogun does not make mistakes. She is incapable of doing so. I have much to contemplate in the days to come. But at least, I can now see I think I'll leave that to the Shogun. The greatest threat to it, as I said, the Shogun has a robust system to protect her against modification. This is because but I've made up my mind. So, this has certainly been a
Absolutely. You sorted out the Tenryo Commission, and the people in the city got to see a hat. If you enjoyed your trip, we should get you out again sometime.
No need. There's no place for such things in my life. Also, please stop making it sound as if... Okay. My period of solitude will now continue, but it will not last too much longer. I will leave you humans to deal...
Okay, see you next. Considering a lot of what happened was pretty... The only thing left to do is return the...
Did you know? Well then, you... How amusing. The almighty Shogun goes downtown, and suddenly she's like a wide-eyed country girl trying... What a shame I didn't get to see it for myself. It's fine. She wouldn't mind. So, from what you were saying, it seems that she has finally begun to That's the most important outcome of this trip. To be honest,
Yeah, it seems like she's not gonna afford...
To put it nicely, even deities indulge in wishful thinking. To put it more bluntly, there are things that even the Seven can't do when faced with something even more powerful than them. Anyway, it sounds like you had a very pleasant trip and even had the chance to... Next time you wish to see her, you can come and take the pass permit from me again.
What? But she said she doesn't...
Because she is a god. It's not that gods don't need the company of others, just that you don't belong to this world.